Adam Witten is the voice of Appalachian State, and he joins us on the Adam Gold Show. First, two reasons I wanted to talk. First of all, are you guys impacted at all by Debbie out there? We know it was headed west. I don't know if it got all the way up past the super sodium of the Daniel Boone Inn, but did it get up to you in Boone?
Yeah, thanks for having me on, Adam. It's like what most people are dealing with. It's rain, it's wind. Now, quite honestly, I have not found out yet in terms of whether practice is indoors or outdoors. I will say that the program takes every opportunity to practice outdoors that it can.
Sure. And
it paid off during its bowl game because these were the kind of conditions in which they played a bowl game back in December in Orlando. And so as long as it's not lightning and there's a huge threat of being outside, they'll take the opportunity to practice outdoors because, as we know, whether it's in Boone or in Orlando for a bowl game, they've got to be prepared to play in all kinds of elements.
All right. Well, I'm glad. Now we'll start here, and then we can get away from it and talk about other things. I don't know if you were at practice yesterday, but what the heck?
Yeah, Joey Aguilar looked really good throwing the ball yesterday, right? That's what we're talking about here.
My gosh, I almost passed out. Let me just provide context for people real quick. I saw the video. People I don't know how many people sent it to me of a defensive lineman in a drill with an offensive line, pulled off the offensive lineman's helmet and then swung it at him and made contact. I don't know how everybody is, but I'll let you take it from there.
Yeah, so I was not at practice. I actually found out about it the way most people did, which was the video making its rounds on social media. So, quite honestly, I don't have a lot of details about it.
Right.
I know that they're handling it internally. It goes without saying, and I hope, everything that we talk about related to this incident has the preface of that's not something that will be tolerated, that kind of action. We know that fights break out in practice all the time. We're seeing it all across the NFL. We know that it happens across colleges on campus. A lot of it doesn't see the light of day. And so altercations are normal, but when it gets to that level, I think we all can agree that it crossed the line. The program agrees, but they're dealing with it, and they know that it's that there are consequences involved. What the specific consequences are and all the people that are involved in that process, that is all behind closed doors, and they're handling it the way that they know that they need to. But yeah, I think we can all see that and realize that, that there was a line crossed there.
That's just, by the way, do we know the offensive lineman who was swung at, do we know, is he okay?
I don't know for sure.
Okay.
So again, anything that I would say would be total speculation.
Gotcha.
If I'm being totally honest, Adam, I try to keep my distance from stuff like this. Like I know my job. I am not an insider.
Right.
I'm not a reporter. So I don't even really ask questions because I don't want to put people in a position to have to share information that they shouldn't share. So anything that I would say would be totally speculative in terms of that question.
That was a very polite way of saying like what the Bryce Harper thing was. That's a clown question, bro. That's fine. Adam Witten, App State Football, play-by-play guy, and friend, and is joining us on the Adam Gold Show. All right, so somebody asked me this question, and I gave a 25,000 feet answer to it, but with the expanded college football playoff. And knowing that there is a group of 5 spot in the playoff, not just in a New Year's Six bowl where you get a chance to play against a big team in a setting where really there are no stakes. There will be stakes. So how has that maybe changed the way fans, I don't know, the university community as a whole, have approached this new era of college football?
Yeah, it's a good question, and I think we would even go a step further to be able to say how the program has approached it. Because, I do think in a lot of situations, you ask a question like that to a coach or somebody who plays between the lines, and they'll say, "We're not worried about what happens at the end of the season. We're working on getting better, looking at the game at hand." And while that is still true, I think that this is absolutely a goal for the App State football program, because their ultimate goal every year is to win the Sun Belt Conference. And now, as you've laid out, you win the Sun Belt, you got a chance at being in the playoff.
Yeah.
And so, one thing could take care of the other. So they're not shying away from that conversation because it's a big deal. Like, you make the playoff, you have a chance to play for a national championship. And so you have a seat at the table. I think it has energized I think it comes at the right time because programs at the level of App State, without not being in a conference that has those big TV dollars, and with revenue sharing and NIL and transfer portal and all these different things that require so many additional resources and fan support, i.e. dollars. And, I think that being able to say that, look, this is the perfect time to get involved because you have to be ready. You need to make sure that your program can continue to have forward momentum as you can play for a larger prize now. And so when you're out there trying to raise more money and you're out there, trying to get support for your collectives and trying to retain players and roster management, all these different things, there's a bigger prize to play for now. And I think that helps to kind of tie it all together at a time when programs like in App State, in a conference like the Sun Belt, need more support to be able to continue to compete. And to do that, you need players, you need coaches, all at the highest level possible. And you need resources to be able to recruit and retain those people.
Yeah, we're going to talk Go ahead. Finish your thought. I apologize.
No. I just think it's at a time now when fans can buy into that, literally and figuratively.
Yes.
Because they know that hey, we can compete at a high level now, and everyone's kind of pulling in the same direction. It's been great to see.
Here's the thing that gets me, and we'll have to close on this, is that in years past, it would be really delusional to think that the winner of the Sun Belt or the Conference USA or honestly, even the American at the time, I know Cincinnati played in the playoff, but we saw what that was when Cincinnati got it. It was delusional to think that you're going to be in the playoff. A perfect storm allowed Cincinnati to be in it a few years back. But now we know that one of the group of five will be in the playoff, and it has to change the feeling going into every season that whether we have a chance to win it all or not, we'll have a chance to be in it, and that in many ways is almost enough. Adam Witten, App State play-by-play guy, my friend. Appreciate your time at Adam B. Witten on Twitter. We'll talk again soon, my friend. Take care.
Yeah, anytime. Thanks, Adam.
You got it. Adam Witten here on the Adam Gold Show.